Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to go over 5 or 6 differences between bikers and cagers. You may not be familiar with the term cager. Cager is what we bikers call people who drive cars. Your car is a cage, and you're a cager. I didn't make up these terms. They've been around before I was born. So what's the difference? I got maybe about 6 differences that I can think of. Maybe if you guys can add into it. I know I got a lot of bikers that watch this channel. The first difference between a motorcycle and a car is the obvious difference in the vehicle. Your car is an enclosed box. Now that may be advantageous to you on a particularly rainy day, but other than that, you don't really experience the same type of freedom that you can get on a motorcycle. On a motorcycle, you're sitting on top of your vehicle. You're sitting outside. So you engage with the landscape as you're driving from point A to point B. You're smelling the smells. You're seeing, your peripheral vision is different. You're outside. You're not inside a box. You feel the temperatures. You're not sitting there with your heat on and your radio blasting and your GPS going and all your various things. It's just you, 2 wheels and an engine. You become part of the machine. Number 2, the next one, reason why bikers are better than cagers, and the difference between the two, is for a biker, it's about the journey. Going to the store is fun on a motorcycle, it's boring in a car. Going anywhere is fun on a motorcycle and boring in a car. It's about the journey. For the car, it's about the destination. For a biker, it's about the ride. But even with the car, it's weird. It's like you slip into this catatonic state. You can get from point A to point B when you're commuting across town like a zombie, where you don't even pay attention. You just kind of arrive where we're going, find yourself parking, and you don't even remember much of the commute. On a motorcycle, it's never like that. You're focused on the here and the now. You're living in the moment. You want to forget your problems on the way to work? Ride a motorcycle. You want to forget your problems and how hard of a day you had on your way back from work? Ride a motorcycle. Number 3. Now, I like cars, and I go to car rallies, I go to car shows. We have several car rallies and car shows during the year here. We got a Jeep rally, we got a truck rally, we got a classic car rally, we got a tuner rally. Of course, we got NASCAR, the racetrack. But the custom car game is a scene for rich people. And it's really hard to play that game if you don't have the money. Any car is expensive compared to a motorcycle. You could go buy a motorcycle for cheap and customize it and be the coolest guy on your block for really not that much money. I bought a $500 Honda CB750 off a guy. It was laying over on its side in the back of a pickup truck, and it had been laying on its side in the back of that pickup truck for 1 year. Just for giggles, we turned it, put it up on its wheels. The wheels were flat, the tires were flat. Started it up, put some gas in it, started it up. It started right up, fired right up. Put a little oil in it, make sure everything is good, the thing sounded good. I pushed that sucker home. I only lived a couple blocks away, the tires were flat, but I pushed that bike home, got new tires, was riding around the next day. All I did was buy some tires. So it was basically a $500 investment. I took and customized that bike, put a little bit of money into it, I probably had about $5,000 into it total. I made a cool chopper out of that $500 motorcycle, turned it into a $5,000 chopper. It went into magazines. I ended up selling it to a guy. It's been in many shows. I took a $500 piece of shit that had been sitting over on its side at the back of someone's pickup truck for a year, rusted out piece of crap, Jap bike, and for not much money turned it into an incredibly cool custom chopper. $5,000. You can't do that with your car project. Set of tires for my truck costs $2,500 just for the tires. I go buy a motorcycle for that. I've noticed that bikers are more friendly than car people. Maybe not so much at the rallies. When you go to a car rally, it just depends on which one you go to. I've found that the tuner rallies are not so friendly, and the rat rod, the lead sled rallies are not so friendly. People kind of sit there and mad dog each other. They have their little crews, their little car clubs. They act like little thugs, little gangs. Even at the rat rod shows, these little guys all dressed up like they're in their 50s. They sit there and mad dog each other like they're fucking outlaws. The classic car shows, the muscle cars and the vintage cars, those guys are usually pretty old, my parents' age, but they're all very friendly. So it just depends on where you go to. Motorcycle rallies are generally pretty friendly because people are drunk. But you can go to some shows, some bike shows. They got one here at a tattoo shop, and it's just a local show. It happens during bike week. But if you don't know people there, it can be an intimidating scene because it's full of 1% bikers, and these guys are all standing around mad dogging each other, and it's not so friendly. So the rallies are hit or miss, but I'll tell you, bikers are more friendly, and I can prove it. Every biker pretty much waves when they ride. You car guys don't do that. I see other guys in Dodge trucks just like mine all day long. I'm never like, how's it going, buddy? Pickup truck? Yeah, pickup truck. I don't ever wave to other pickup truck people. Or whatever car you're in. You don't ever do that. You're sitting at a stoplight. You don't look at the person next to you in a car and give them a nod. How you doing, motorist? I'm driving. Look, we're both driving. You ignore them is what you do. Not bikers. We wave at each other. Any bike going by, wave, go in the other direction, you wave to them, give them a nod. It's just a friendly scene. If you're pulled over on the side of the road, there's a good chance a biker's going to stop by and pull over and help you. In a car, they'll pull over and maybe rob you. You're terrified if somebody approaches you in your car. So bikers are more friendly. When I'm stopped at a stoplight, waiting for the red light, and another motorcycle guy is sitting next to me, guy on a motorcycle, doesn't matter what the bike is, I always look over, give him a nod. So we're more friendly. Motorcycles are sexy. And you can take any nerd and turn him into a bad boy, and all you got to do is put an engine between his legs. That's all you got to do is put some wheels and an engine underneath him, and the biggest geek, the biggest loser, instantly is more interesting, turns into a bad boy. So for not much money, you can be interesting and in a sexy way. Mysterious. Chicks like a bad boy. With the car scene, you basically just have to be a rich boy. Honestly, I mean, it's an expensive scene. Even the guys that drive these Honda Civics, they got $100,000 in that fucking little Honda Civic. So it helps to be kind of a wealthy brat. And that limits the scene. You and your little Hyundai Elantra, I mean, how cool are you as you're walking away and you chirp your thing, you walk off like you're an action hero? No, but on any motorcycle you would. You throw that kickstand down and you toss your leg over it, you walk off, nostrils flared, chest out, That guy's girlfriend is checking you out. The last one that I can think of that's just the differences between bikers and cagers, one of the reasons why we're better than you, because we are better than you, is that we share the road with each other. I live in a town where we have a motorcycle rally that brings 500,000-600,000 people into town all at once. That's a lot of bikers. They'll be everywhere. You do not see bikers smashing into each other, rear-ending each other, getting in road rage arguments with each other, shaking their fists at each other, flipping each other off. You don't see that. They share the road with each other. We respect each other's right to live. You cars, man, you cagers, go on any road anywhere. Drive to Orlando on I-4 right now. It's like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Motherfuckers are there fighting it out, switching lanes, flipping each other off, pulling over to the shoulder, fighting it out to the death. I saw two guys on the shoulder boxing it out. This is road rage. You don't see bikers getting road rage. You see cars getting road rage all the time. I think it's pretty clear that bikers are better than cagers. For any of you guys out there, you custom car guys, you want to fire back and tell me why I'm wrong, feel free. Thanks for watching.